So today I wanted to tell you about a procedure, and I'm going to use that sign for procedure. It's not surgery, right? But it's a procedure that I will have because I have a lot of food sensitivities. This is sensitive. You could say sensitive on your feelings, but if something is tender or it's sensitive, you would sensitive or sensitive because it's on. If it's on your hand, ooh, sensitive. Or whatever, it hurts, but it's not like pain, but it's sensitive, like if you touch it. So anyway, so I guess it could be almost allergies, food allergies, which I have, but I'm going to call them more food sensitivities because sometimes my stomach will be upset, so that's more of like a food allergies, but sometimes you can't, decide or pick or which one was that, which food, and except if you just don't eat that and then eat it and see what's up, but you can't eat anything else, right? Anyway, so I'm going to have a silent story about that, so you already know what it is, but anyway, so here we go. So I'm going to end it there and then tell you later what's up. But I'll type it out into the comments. And so let me know. There was some expression there. One for the doctor was more stoic. And then for me, it was like, no. So, and that's how we are. It's something that we don't like, right? And as hearing people, we prefer to hear words or hear a sound. And sometimes deaf people have sounds that we're just not familiar with, or it just sounds odd. And so if a deaf person would have gone, I go, oh, I don't like that. Oh, well, I'm not sure about that. I just don't really like that, or something like that. Even though your face tells you everything you need to know, then, but still, as hearing people, we prefer to hear the words. We prefer to hear the sound. And I remember a long time ago, an older woman, she was in bed and they were kind of doing an IV. It's hard to remember because it was so long ago. But one thing I did remember, she spelled out, and she spelled it slowly. So I go, ouch. Because she was going, and I said it really slowly, and I remember the doctor and the nurse both looked at me, like, I'm just said, well, that's what she spelled. She spelled ouch. It wasn't me saying that I thought that she was being hurt. It was the deaf woman saying that, ouch. But she didn't show it on her face per se, but she did spell it. So she said, ouch. So anyway, so those are the kind of the funny things that happen, but it needs to be said. So anyway, I hope that you can practice with this and share it with your hearing and your deaf friends, and practice with your face. How would you show something that you didn't want to do or you didn't like? Because sometimes people can really kind of, hold that in and not show anything on their face. But with ASL, you need to, so you'll know what's up, what's being said. And that's why deaf people will trust you or they don't. If they see it on your face and on your body and you're going forward or back or whatever, and you're showing that part of the emotion, then they trust you. If not, they're going, well, I don't know what they're thinking, right? Can't read minds. So anyway, enjoy practicing. I'll see you later. Bye.